Hey everyone, so this is how you can create a website like this using just the plain ChatGPT website. And if you could take a look, we already have a link here which is .vercel.app. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step process, and we also have a prompt library that you can copy paste. I mean, this is my prompt library, and just you can just copy this and paste it on your ChatGPT, but I'll explain it step by step on how to log in on GitHub if you still don't know, and how to log in on Vercel, which is the service that we're gonna use to upload your and host your website. And if we could take a look at the website, it is really nice. It has these weird, not so weird animations. It has this I don't know what you call this. They also have a map, and it doesn't really look like it's made with AI, I guess. I think it looks sleek. It has animations. Let's get started. So the things that you'll be needing in this video is number one, is that you have a free ChatGPT account. By the way, I do live stream on TikTok, and we were able to generate a lot of things with the ChatGPT, but for some reason, yesterday at around 1 a.m., I'm trying to record this video, and it suddenly rate limited me. So you have to beware about that one. And just in case, I made the prompt even more smaller and leaner so that your ChatGPT won't get rate limited that fast. But I'll put this on the prompts.polablaza.com. You could check the website. Of course, I'll put all of the links in the description. The second thing you need is a GitHub account. So you could log in using your Gmail or Google or whatever, and then you'll be directed to this page, or just write github.com if you can't see anything. So GitHub is just version control. So for beginners or who don't really code, this is where you store your code so that Vercel could uh, find the code and host it just like this one. So when you're gonna create your own Vercel account, vercel.com, you need to click GitHub, not Google, GitHub, okay? So all of these two are connected, and you're gonna be connecting this GitHub to ChatGPT. Now that we're logged on to Vercel, we can continue on the ChatGPT app. I mean, yeah, just click the sidebar and then go to the plugins and then go to GitHub and then click plus so that you'll connect your own GitHub account on ChatGPT. So the concept is like this. You'll ask the ChatGPT to create the website for you. And after it creates the website, it would push it on this GitHub account, on your GitHub account. Let's say for this one. So the coffee shop, just like this one. And then after it is uploaded here, we can put it on Vercel so that we can host it online for everyone to visit. So you can create your portfolio with this one. Even if it's not a coffee shop, you can build a portfolio or any landing page you want here. And don't forget to turn on the thinking so it is a little bit more smarter. Okay, and then we're gonna paste the whole prompt and then just send everything. And then it would ask if you've already created a GitHub repository for this website. If you want to continue your side project, or if you want to recreate or just update your portfolio, you can. If you already use GitHub, then feel free to use that. But for now, we're gonna be creating a new one. So you could just click the new button here, or you could also click the new button here, the new repository, but we'll just click this one. So what would be the repository name? I do suggest that you put your actual name here, like Paula, wherever you want. But since we're gonna be recreating that coffee shop landing page, we're just gonna name it Coffee Landing YouTube. I know it is a bad naming. So as for the visibility, if you want everyone to just see the repo, feel free. But I do recommend you to choose private on this one. And then we could just click create repo. Now, you can just copy paste the link, or you can just copy paste here. But I'm gonna ask it, and let's see if they can actually look for this repo. Can you see my repo? Coffee landing YouTube. Yep, I can access, and I have. Okay, so what's the next step? So this is a weaker model by ChatGPT, but it's still free. So okay, so I actually checked. I did get rate limited. I don't know why, but yeah. So yes, I check the exact skill.md. Yeah, so I did ask what's the next step. Okay, go ahead and continue with the next step, and then it would ask you to check, to allow ChatGPT to use GitHub, of course. Okay, so the reason why we created a GitHub, as you can see, it initialized the project. We could just refresh our repo and then check if we do have files on it. Okay, awesome. We do have those files there. Let me just check the project. So it is ask if you could take a look at this text. I don't know if it's zoomed enough for you guys. So ChatGPT gets less accurate and may forget details in long conversations. Okay, but we don't need to upgrade. So after we created this website, I do suggest that you create another chat and then just mention, hey, we were doing the coffee landing YouTube. Can you check the GitHub? I will explain it later on in this video, but we'll focus on creating the website first. So the next step is step 5. I'll use the grilling skill to work through. Go ahead and ask me questions. It would ask you a lot of questions. But for me, what is this website? A real cafe, fictional cafe concept? Were we trying to attract? I guess it's up to you since I'm filming. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that you need to specify. You need to change this first part of the prompt. Like I said, help me create and maintain a simple landing page using ChatGPT. Or you could either do what I did, which is like answer all of the questions, and I just said it's up to you. And then we're just gonna say I'm creating a website. So I just type some random stuff. I'm filming a YouTube video about this, so I'm creating a website, a coffee shop landing page, create some fake details and everything. Actually, I'll be removing the I'm filming a YouTube video about this. I just thought like giving it some context so that it doesn't ask me questions anymore. But yeah, I guess it's just, let's leave it up to Chat GPT. Okay, so it is asking a lot. What is the coffee shop? A modern. Who is Barako for? My recommendation. A Manila called Barako. Focus on Filipino coffee, simple food. What's the main conversion? Yeah, and even ChatGPT would say, use all recommendations. Okay, that's awesome. Wow. Okay, so I'll just answer. Actually, you could just skip the video. We'll answer this one by one, but again, skip the video if you want. What should the page contain? And also, I'm asking because these are all the steps. So it's interviewing me first, and then we can send the design reference later on. And I'm gonna be explaining to you guys on where to find some great designs. And yeah, okay, so we still need to finish the remaining important decisions. So it is still quite smart. Yeah, let's just say I love your recommendations. What's next? Looks good to me. Yeah. We're just creating a YouTube video, but if it's for your what? It's still asking me. This is nice because if you want to create your own landing page for your own small business, then I guess leaving the AI with less guessing and more of like adding your own details on it would remove the sloppiness. Let's just say that sounds good. Awesome. What should the final? Yeah, keeps me asking. Okay, let's say lock it in. Let's say that lock it in or make changes. Okay, now we are on the step 6. Send me one screenshot or website whose visual direction you like. So you can just say no reference, but I do prefer adding a reference. So we got rate limited earlier. So if you got rate limited, we would need to ask a Gemini to analyze that image. So I'll show you an example. You can find some inspiration for your UI using Google, dribble.com. And yeah, as you can see, I've been searching a lot of stuff. But for us, let's just search coffee shop. It depends on you though. If you want to create your own portfolio, then just research portfolio. Yeah, it doesn't look nice. Nothing. Okay, so I want something very minimalistic. I do feel this one would look awesome. Actually, I do prefer this one. Yeah. So let's just do they have any samples of this page? Okay. So I do think we can copy this whole thing. This is the full page version. Can copy this. So let's say ChatGPT restricted you from uploading photos. You could just paste the photo on Gemini and then analyze this photo. Okay, so forgive me for my spellings, but I just texted analyze this photo. I'll create a landing page, but I can't upload a photo on ChatGPT anymore. So can you please describe this photo so I could paste it on ChatGPT? And then you could just click copy response and then paste it there. But if you could still send a photo just like this one, as I said, send me one screenshot or website whose visual direction you like. Just sending him a website link if ChatGPT could research, but let's just try sending a photo. Okay, so we're not rate limited, I guess. I did think we were rate limited, so you guys just need to wait for this one. Okay? By the way, I did ask it to if you could read the prompt. I did add Impeccable and also Stop Slop. So it removes skills that removes the possibility of making the website looks like it is AI generated. Feel free to research them on your own, but I'll have a separate video for them because it's a long discussion. Okay, so it would ask me, and I know this is a fake number. Okay, so let's just click. You can click always once or the other one, which is always allow. Depends on you. But yeah, we're just gonna wait for this one and then can proceed. And there we go. We got rate limited. So this is what I've been talking about. I do suggest if you want to create this sort of this whole workflow, you make it pretty quick. I mean, create it using a fresh session because uploading photos on ChatGPT just rate limits you. But as you can see, it did the step 8, which is saving that on GitHub. If you want to take a look, it is saved um, 3 minutes ago. We could just, as I've said, we could just create a new chat, just like this one. And then I just sent the link. And then please check Paula Plaza, Coffee Landing, YouTube, and let me preview the HTML. I was planning to preview it using this one. Anyway, if we can't view it on our end, let's just upload it and let's surprise ourselves. So I want you to go to Vercel first, click on add new, click on the project, and then we have this import git repository. That's why I said that you should be logging in with your GitHub so we can see the coffee landing or the repo or the website that you're creating with ChatGPT. So we could import it and then you could just deploy it. I created the prompt so that you could just deploy it very easily. Oh, by the way, as I've said, you need to change the project name or when you're creating the project, change the name immediately. We have, oh, okay. So it's already promising. Again, let's continue to the dashboard. We need to explain a lot of stuff first. As you can see, we have the deployment page and also we have the domains. Now, what if that domain was already taken? Like, let's say some generic coffee shop names, or if you just like to put your menu here, honestly, you can create a menu for your coffee shop here. So every time a customer messages you, you can put a website on it. Maybe they're texting you on their Facebook page and then they're asking how much is this or like do you have a menu? You can send them an impressive looking website. Anyway, as I've said, if you do not like the domain that Vercel gave you. You could just click domain and then click edit. Then you can change your coffee landing, but you can't change the Vercel app, of course. You can change it to amazing coffee shop or whatever you want, but you can also buy your own domain here if you really are not expert and you want your own domain. Let's say Morrow Coffee. Okay, so wait, what? It is free with bro. Anyway, you can buy this one for, yeah, you can just buy links here. And I did research, but I don't know if this is real since it's just an AI preview, but it can cost between 10 USD to 20 USD per year depending on the link that you're gonna buy. But I do suggest you need to consult with someone when you're buying domains, since I think buying a .com on Cloudflare would be better. Anyway, let's proceed with the website. And awesome. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, heck yeah. Now, now that everything is uploaded, how can you edit the website? Let's say you wanted to edit these things, you want to add animations on everything, you want to add hover like this one. You want this type of animation when you're doing it here, and change the colors. So we can just go back to ChatGPT and then just text we were working on. So you have to remember the name of your repo. Otherwise, you could just copy paste it here. You're working on copy. And you take a look at it. And there we go. I'll inspect the repository. And then it will grab all of the code. The repo is private. Okay. So as long as you're playing safe, it won't have any errors on it. So let's just ask, awesome, what can we improve there? And I also want a bunch of animations and different colors. So I'd give the system colors more depth, and then the scroll triggered events. I don't know, whatever. Just say, okay, sounds good. Can you push it? Or you could just say, can you update it? Yeah, I mean, it would generate the code, it would fix everything, and let's just wait for it to be done. GPT is not saying it's done, but let's just try to refresh the repo and check whether it changes from 13 minutes to 1 minute. Okay, it did not finish things up. Are you done yet? Oh, I'm so sorry. I did. Oh no. Stop talking to GitHub. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I think I interrupted ChatGPT when it comes to uploading it. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to be a little bit more patient with this one. I think ChatGPT would sometimes make an error like this, since we were trying this on my TikTok live stream, and as you can see, I interrupted it and I did think the file was corrupted. Yeah, I said, "Are you done yet?" And it said, "Not yet. I hit a tooling error." And then, but the GitHub write needs to be retried cleanly. So all you have to do is just ask to fix things up. Okay, how can we fix this? And it would just fix it magically. Now we need to check the GitHub page. Let's check if it would update to 1 minute ago. Okay, awesome. So everything is updated. Let's just go back here on the updated website, and hopefully it did update things out. All we have to do is refresh, and awesome. I'm not really sure about this one. I did think, okay, not bad, not bad, I guess. Okay, okay, they really added a lot of things, but I don't think it added. I do think it added some AI, like some things that I can detect it's made with AI, just like this one. Usually AI likes to add these lines, and also, yeah, this line. But I guess they didn't add any M dashes, which is pretty good. So it's not reacting to my mouse. I did ask it to change colors. It has some floating stuff, as you can see. So it definitely added a little bit more AI slop, but you could always use the Impeccable skill. Yeah, you could just ask it to remove the slop since it's in the project MD. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Feel free to ask in the comment section if you have any problems. We also have our Discord, and hope you learned something new. See you in the next one. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.